Welcome to quicktechie.com. Now let's move to next module of Palo Alto Network's Cloud Security Professional Certification Training.
Categorizing Cloud Incidents. Let's talk about categorizing cloud incidents. When the security team in the SOC gets alerts about something happening in the cloud, they need to quickly understand what kind of problem it is. Categorizing means putting similar incidents into groups. This helps the team manage and respond to them in an organized way. One way to categorize is by grouping alerts by type. This means looking at the nature of the activity. For example, is it unauthorized access, someone logged in without permission? Date to exfiltration, data is being copied out of the cloud where it shouldn't be. Malware, a harmful software like a virus is detected on our cloud server. Another way to categorize is by classifying based on affected cloud resource or service. This looks at which part of your cloud is involved. Is the incident happening on a VM, virtual machine, a storage bucket, where you keep files, an identity system, like AWS IAM or Azure AD, managing user accounts? Knowing the affected resource helps the team know which tools and systems to use for investigation and fixing. You can also categorize by assigning categories based on attack vector targeting cloud. An attack vector is how the attacker got in or what method they used to target the cloud. Examples include API compromise, someone misused an interface that cloud services use to talk to each other. Misconfiguration, the problem happened because a cloud service was set up incorrectly, like leaving a storage bucket open to the public. By putting cloud incidents into these categories, the SOC team can see patterns, understand the scope of the problem better, and use the right procedures for response. It brings order to the many different types of security events that can happen in the cloud, ensuring critical cloud security events receive immediate attention. Let's explain ensuring critical cloud security events receive immediate attention in the context of a cloud SOC. Your cloud environment is always active, and security threats can happen at any moment. Some security problems are very serious and could cause major harm quickly, like someone deleting all your customer data or shutting down your main online service. These are critical cloud security events. The most important job of categorization and prioritization in the SOC is ensuring critical cloud security events receive immediate attention. This means making sure that when a security warning comes in about a problem that could cause major damage to your cloud or business, the security team sees it and starts working on it right away. Think about alerts getting a priority score, like high or critical, based on how bad the potential problem is: data sensitivity, critical application affected, attacker access level. When an alert is given a critical priority level through this system, it automatically goes to the top of the SOC team's work list. For example, if the system detects that your main cloud database containing customer information is being accessed unusually and data is being transferred out, and your prioritization rules mark this as critical, this ensures the alert isn't delayed. The SOC team will stop whatever else they are doing and focus on this potential data breach immediately. This function is vital because stopping serious attacks very quickly reduces the chance of major damage, loss of important data, or long periods where your cloud services don't work. It makes the SOC reactive defense fast and effective where it matters most. Optimizing the allocation of limited SOC resources against cloud threats. Let's talk about optimizing the allocation of limited SOC resources against cloud threats. A Security Operations Center (SOC) team responsible for the cloud has limitations. They have a certain number of people, a certain amount of time in a day, and a certain budget for tools. These are their limited SOC resources. At the same time, the cloud environment can be very large, and it faces many different cloud threats, from small phishing attempts to serious attacks trying to steal data or shut down systems. Optimizing the allocation means using these limited resources in the best possible way, directing the people and tools to work on the most important things first. This is exactly what categorizing and prioritizing cloud incidents helps achieve. When incidents are categorized by type, like malware, unauthorized access, and, more importantly, prioritized by how much potential harm they can cause, high, medium, low, the SOC team knows where to focus their efforts. Instead of spending hours investigating a low-priority alert about a minor misconfiguration on a non-critical cloud server, the system ensures that the team immediately works on a high-priority alert about suspicious activity on a critical database holding sensitive customer data. It's like a team of firefighters arriving at a scene with several fires. They don't just fight the closest small fire, they quickly assess which fire is the biggest threat to people or important buildings and direct their limited water and staff to that one first. By optimizing resources this way, the SOC team can be much more effective at defending the cloud. They make sure their valuable time and skills are used to fight the most dangerous cloud threats first, which provides the best protection for the business. Providing a clear, consistent workflow for handling cloud security alerts. Okay, let's explain providing a clear, consistent workflow for handling cloud security alerts. In a security operations center, SOC, especially one dealing with the cloud, many security warnings or alerts come in constantly. A workflow is simply the set of steps the team follows to handle something from start to finish. For security alerts, the workflow is the process they use from the moment an alert arrives until it is resolved. To be effective, this workflow needs to be clear and consistent. Clear, everyone on the team understands exactly what steps to take. There's no confusion about who does what or what the next step is. Consistent, the team follows the same process every time, no matter who is working on the alert or what time of day it is. Categorizing and prioritizing cloud security alerts is essential for providing a clear, consistent workflow. When an alert comes in, the first step in a good workflow is often to categorize it, what type of issue, which cloud resource, and prioritize it, how serious is it? This sorting process immediately tells the SOC analyst what kind of problem they have and how important it is. For example, alert about unauthorized access on identity system, category, with high priority, prioritization, triggers a specific, clear workflow for handling high-severity identity breaches. The steps might always be: 1. Validate alert. 2. Immediately disable user account. 3. Notify manager. 4. Start detailed investigation of identity logs. Alert about low-severity malware detected on non-critical VM, category, with low priority triggers a different, consistent workflow. The steps might be: 1. Validate alert. 2. Run automated cleanup on VM. 3. Log the event. 4. Review cleanup results later. Because each alert is categorized and prioritized, the team knows exactly which standard set of actions, the workflow, to follow. This means everyone on the team handles similar high-priority cloud alerts the same way, ensuring nothing is missed and response is predictable. It makes the SOC's work managing cloud security alerts efficient and reliable. Grouping alerts by type. Okay, let's talk about grouping alerts by type in cloud security. Imagine your SOC team is getting lots of warnings, or alerts, from different parts of your cloud setup. These alerts might tell you about many different kinds of problems happening. Grouping alerts by type is simply sorting these warnings into categories based on what kind of security issue they represent. It's like sorting mail into different piles: one pile for bills, one for letters from friends, one for junk mail. This makes it much easier to manage. In cloud security, common types of alerts you might group together include: unauthorized access. This group would include all alerts that suggest someone is trying to get into your cloud accounts or systems without permission. For example, alerts about failed login attempts, logins from strange locations, or suspicious use of access keys would go into this group. Date to exfiltration. This group is for alerts that indicate someone might be trying to copy sensitive data out of your cloud storage or databases when they shouldn't be. Alerts about large amounts of data being downloaded unexpectedly or connections to suspicious external servers for data transfer would fit here. Malware. This group contains alerts related to harmful software, like viruses or ransomware, being detected on your cloud servers, virtual machines, or in files stored in your cloud. By grouping alerts by type, like unauthorized access, date to exfiltration, malware, etc., the SOC team can quickly understand the nature of the threat they are facing. It helps them see if there are many alerts about the same kind of problem, which might indicate a specific attack is happening. This makes it easier for them to use the right tools and follow the correct procedures for that specific type of security issue. Classifying based on affected cloud resource or service. Okay, let's explain classifying based on affected cloud resource or service for cloud security incidents. When the SOC team gets an alert about a security problem in the cloud, it's important for them to know where in the cloud the problem is happening. Your cloud environment is made up of many different parts or services, like computers, storage areas, and user account systems. Classifying based on affected cloud resource or service means sorting the security alerts or incidents based on which specific part of your cloud is involved. Think of the different things you use in the cloud. VM, virtual machine. This is like a computer running in the cloud. An alert might come from one specific VM. Storage bucket. This is like an online folder where you store files. An alert might be about unauthorized access to a specific storage bucket. Identity system. This is where your user accounts and permissions are managed, like AWS IAM or Azure Active Directory. An alert could be about suspicious activity related to a user account in this system. By classifying based on affected cloud resource or service, like VM, storage bucket, identity system, etc., the SOC team immediately knows where they need to focus their investigation and response. If an alert is classified as affecting a specific VM, they know they need to look at that VM's logs and network connections. If it's classified as affecting the identity system, they know the problem is related to user accounts or permissions. This classification is like getting a report that says the problem is in the kitchen or the problem is in the garage. It tells you exactly where to go to deal with the issue. It helps the SOC team use the right tools and follow the correct procedures for dealing with problems specific to that type of cloud resource or service. Assigning categories based on attack vector targeting cloud. Let's explain how you categorize cloud security incidents based on the attack vector. An attack vector is simply the way or method an attacker uses to try to get into your cloud environment or cause harm. It's how they attack you. When a security alert comes in, classifying it by the attack vector helps the SOC team understand the attacker's approach. This means assigning categories based on attack vector targeting cloud. You group incidents based on the specific method used to target your cloud. For example, API compromise. If an alert shows someone misusing an application programming interface, API, which is how different cloud services and applications talk to each other, the incident might be categorized under this vector. It tells the team the attacker exploited a weakness in an API connection. Misconfiguration. If an alert is triggered because a cloud storage bucket was accidentally left open to the public internet, and someone accessed sensitive data that way, the incident is categorized as a misconfiguration vector. It shows the attack happened because of a setup error, not necessarily complex hacking tools. Other examples of attack vectors in the cloud could include phishing, getting users to give up cloud login details, exploiting unpatched software on a cloud server, or brute forcing passwords. By categorizing incidents based on these vectors, the SOC team gets a clear picture of the common ways attackers are targeting their cloud. This helps them understand the nature of the threat and use the right response playbooks or security knowledge for that specific attack method. It helps them see patterns in attacker behavior. Prioritizing cloud incidents. Okay, let's talk about prioritizing cloud incidents. In a busy SOC looking after a cloud environment, the team gets many security alerts every day. Not all of them are equally important. Some might be minor issues, while others could be signs of a major attack that needs immediate action. Prioritizing means deciding which alerts or incidents are the most critical and need to be handled first. The most common way to prioritize cloud incidents is by ranking based on potential business impact and severity to cloud workloads. This means the security team figures out how much harm the incident could potentially cause to the business and how seriously it affects the systems, workloads, running in the cloud. An incident affecting something very important is higher priority than one affecting something less important. To do this ranking, They are considering factors like data sensitivity, critical application downtime, and attacker's access level. Data sensitivity is the incident affecting cloud storage that holds sensitive customer data or company secrets. If yes, it's higher priority. Critical application downtime is the incident impacting cloud servers or services that run essential business applications. If the application stops working, does it cost a lot of money or stop important work? If yes, it's higher priority. Attacker's access level: has the attacker only gained limited access, or have they gotten deep access to important parts of the cloud? More access usually means higher priority. Based on these factors, the SOC uses a structured scoring system, commonly like high, medium, or low. An incident affecting highly sensitive data or a critical application with full attacker access would be ranked high. A simple suspicious login on a non-critical system might be low. This process ensures the SOC team focuses their limited time and effort on the most dangerous threats in the cloud first, ranking based on potential business impact and severity to cloud workloads. Let's explain ranking based on potential business impact and severity to cloud workloads. When a security incident happens in your cloud environment, the SOC team needs to decide how important it is compared to other incidents. This is called ranking. You rank the incident higher if it's more serious and needs faster attention. The most important way to rank a cloud incident is by thinking about two main things. 1. Potential business impact. How much could this incident hurt the company? This is about the harm to the business itself. Example: if an incident involves data theft from your customer database in the cloud, the business impact could be very high due to loss of customer trust, legal problems, or fines. If it's just someone trying to access an unimportant test server, the business impact is low. 2. Severity to cloud workloads. How badly does this incident affect the actual systems, like servers, applications, databases, running in the cloud? Workloads are the tasks or applications your cloud is performing. Example: if an incident causes your main online store servers in the cloud to crash, the severity to cloud workloads is high. If it's just a suspicious login attempt that didn't succeed, the severity to the workload is low. So, ranking based on potential business impact and severity to cloud workloads means you look at both of these things together. An incident that could cause major business harm and severely disrupt your cloud systems, like ransomware encrypting critical servers, gets a very high ranking. An incident with low potential business harm and low impact on cloud systems gets a low ranking. This helps the SOC team make sure the incidents that are most dangerous to the company and its cloud operations are handled with the highest urgency, considering factors like data sensitivity, critical application downtime, and attackers' access level. Okay, let's explain how the SOC team decides which cloud security incidents are most important to handle. First, by considering factors like data sensitivity, critical application downtime, and attackers' access level. When a security incident happens in the cloud, the SOC team doesn't treat all incidents the same. They look at specific details to figure out how serious it is. These details are the factors they consider. 1. Data sensitivity. This factor looks at what kind of data is involved in the incident. Is the data very important and private, like customer personal information, company financial records, or medical data? If an incident affects cloud storage or a database holding this kind of sensitive data, it is considered a very high priority because the potential harm from it being stolen or leaked is huge. An incident affecting non-sensitive data, like public website files, would be lower priority. 2. Critical application downtime. This factor looks at which applications or services in the cloud are affected. Does the incident impact a cloud server or service that runs a critical application, one that the business needs to operate every day, like the company website, email system, or sales application? If the incident could cause that important application to stop working, downtime, it's a high priority problem. An incident affecting a test system or a non-essential application would be lower priority. 3. Attacker's access level. This factor looks at how much control or access the attacker has gained in the cloud environment. Did the attacker only manage to scan your cloud systems from the outside? Or did they actually get inside a server? Did they get the highest level of administrator access? The deeper the attacker's access level, the more parts of your cloud they can reach and potentially damage. An attacker with full administrator access to your main cloud account is a much higher priority threat than one who only briefly accessed one unimportant file. By looking at these specific factors, how sensitive the data is, how critical the affected application is, and how much access the attacker has, the SOC team can correctly judge the real risk of each incident and assign it the right priority, like high, medium, or low. Using a structured scoring system. Let's talk about using a structured scoring system for prioritizing cloud security incidents. When the SOC team looks at a cloud security incident, they need a clear way to decide how important it is. Simply saying this feels important isn't consistent. A structured scoring system is a defined method to give each incident a score or a level based on specific rules. It's like how doctors might score a patient's condition based on temperature, blood pressure, etc. A higher score means more urgent care is needed. In cloud security, this system helps make the decision about priority objective and consistent. Instead of just guessing, the SOC team looks at the details of the incident and assigns points or levels based on criteria that are driven by cloud context. This cloud context includes things like: how sensitive is the data affected in the cloud? High sensitivity equals more points. How critical is the cloud application involved? Very critical equals more points. What level of access did the attacker get in the cloud? High access equals more points. Based on these factors, the system calculates a score or assigns a level. This could be using a structured scoring system like a number, for example, 1 to 10, where 10 is most critical, or often a simple level like high, medium, or low. Sometimes critical is used for the most urgent. The final score or level tells the SOC analyst the priority of the incident. A high or critical score means stop what you are doing and work on this cloud incident immediately. A low score means look at this when you have time after dealing with higher priority issues. This system ensures that the most dangerous security problems in the cloud get the fastest response. Function in cloud SOC. Let's talk about why categorizing and prioritizing security incidents is important for the team that protects your cloud, the Cloud SOC, Security Operations Center. These are key functions in Cloud SOC. One main function is ensuring critical cloud security events receive immediate attention. Imagine many security alerts coming in at once. By categorizing them, what type of problem, which part of the cloud, and prioritizing them, how serious is it? The SOC team can quickly identify the most dangerous ones, the critical events. This makes sure that the alarms about major problems in your cloud, like a potential data breach or critical system failure, get looked at and acted upon right away, without getting lost among less important warnings. Another function is optimizing the allocation of limited SOC resources against cloud threats. SOC teams don't have infinite people or time. They are limited resources. The cloud environment is vast and faces many threats. By categorizing and prioritizing incidents, the team can use their time and skills most effectively. They focus their effort on the high-priority issues that pose the biggest risk to the cloud and the business, instead of spending too much time on low-level alerts. This helps them fight the most important cloud threats with the resources they have. Lastly, it is about providing a clear, consistent workflow for handling cloud security alerts. When the SOC team knows how to categorize and prioritize every incoming alert, they follow the same steps each time. This creates a standard, clear way of working. It ensures that all cloud security alerts are processed logically, no matter who on the team is looking at them. This consistency makes the SOC more efficient, reduces confusion, and ensures no critical alert is missed or mishandled.